Circuit of the Americas.
Austin, Texas.
Well, Austin is a great track for the drivers, but it's also a really cool track for the fans because the facilities are, of course, brand new.
I think this track looks like it's going to be a pretty exciting track to drive on, and in terms of, you know, for spectators.
I think you'll see a lot of really close action. And
that's an awesome racetrack. That's what every racetrack in this country really should be.
Prepare for a track we don't go to. Ideally, you just go run on it.
Well, sometimes I do watch some video, but this time I just don't want to do it. I just want to be surprised.
I expect that, you know, being such a long track, it's going to be difficult to learn.
I like to be pleasantly surprised, but I don't want to be unpleasantly surprised. So I'd rather go with some level of preparation.
I think that'll be a great display of what the Continental tires are capable of, because it's a very high-speed track with the S's that are the decreasing radiuses.
I'm at the end of a stint versus the beginning of a stint. So pit strategy might be a bit different there than other tracks we go to because you're going to want fresh tires on at the end.
We thought we'd see maybe an increase in tire wear, but the Continental tires, especially the later versions of the Continental tires, the newer ones that we were testing there, lasted a really epic amount of time.
The first step is learning which way the corners go at Austin, and that's a lot harder to do than any other track we go to.
Perfect surface, it's unbelievably fast. There's every type of corner you could possibly imagine.
I think it's going to be a very exciting race. I can't tell you how it is to drive it because none of us in the Grand Paddock have driven it, but we should know pretty soon how fun it is to drive around the Circuit of the Americas.
From what I understand, the section from sort of turn 3 through turn 8 or 10 is pretty technical. And I think if anybody has been there before or has learnt the track in some way, I think that's going to give them quite an advantage.
This is how I approach races. 24 hours, 2 hours, it doesn't matter. I always give the 100%. Obviously looking after equipment, but I'm pushing all the time, every time.
One of my favorite places to vacation, I would say it's Las Vegas. And it may sound like a cliche, but I'm single and I'm young, so every time I go there with my friends, you know, we have a lot of fun.
I hate that question. If I weren't racing, I think I would move to a ski resort and be a ski bum. I don't know where I would make money. I don't know what I would do, but I think my dream after I retire from racing is to become a ski bum.
I'm one of these, in terms of what's on my iPod, I'm one of these guys that literally there's no genre for me. It's everything from, you know, classical to Led Zeppelin to modern stuff. I mean, I just tend to, I like melodies, right? So if I hear something and I go, oh, that's catchy, or I like it, then I listen to it or I buy it. But I don't find myself, maybe I'm just getting old, I don't find myself buying that much music anymore. I usually find myself listening to something that somebody else is playing. I go, oh, that's nice, what's that? Or tell me what that is, and then I go and get it. But I'm not like somebody you find in the record store just going through stuff, because I just don't really have the time or the inclination to do it really. But yeah, I listen to all kinds of stuff.